It's a little parched. Just have to get that going. No reason I'm doing this on camera other than to get sponsorships. Hi, my name's Jeff Cutler, and it's been a while since I've been on camera. But I'm just giddy because when I was setting the camera up, I got very excited. I get almost emotional about being on camera again. Have a Guinness. Would you want that? Because you can see the name Guinness? Have a Guinness. Enjoy a Guinness. Guinness is good. Or would you want someone who's at the bar, every man, maybe a dive bar, just sitting there, glasses on or off, hanging out, and just saying, I like Guinness. It's good for you. Is to cleanse your palate with a little bit of rich and creamy Betty Crocker icing. Yeah, I gotcha. It wasn't frozen. I wanted to say that this really is the dive back into the production of With Jeff. I want to thank you for being patient that I haven't put any shows out. We have had a pandemic. I have had some surgery. We've had a lot of changes, and I'm excited to catch up and get back out there and do stuff. Can this little snippet, this one-on-one, show you who I am and what I do? Should I just say, hi, my name's Jeff Cutler. You know what I want to find out is if I can pause so that it does look as if the film had just frozen. And I don't know how you do that, but I think people like Jim Carrey and other actors plan it out for a point in a word where they can be really comfortable and just not move. And what they'll do is just talk until they reach the perfect point in the sentence. And then freeze. I don't know if that's going to look good, but I'm excited to find out. That would be a fashionable sponsorship. Please click the thumbs up button if you like this episode, or if you at least put up with this episode so that you can get to better episodes that are coming up soon. Why the banjo? I think it was just quirky enough that it made sense. I wanted to try something different. I would love to hear from you. Leave a note in the comments down below. We don't pay well yet, but we will. And you heard earlier in this snippet-filled Welcome Back show that there are sponsors almost on the hook. And I think that's it for diving back into filmmaking and putting me on camera with Jeff to do the show with Jeff. And you're with me, and I'm Jeff. So we're together on this journey that takes us with Jeff to different places that are exciting and memorable. So that's my diet. That's how I maintain my shape. Cake frosting, Guinness, and potato chips from Deep River Snacks. Salt and pepper, very tasty. Go great with frosting. That would be a fashionable sponsorship. Cream cheese frosting. Oh. Oh, that's delicious. Just like it says on the jar. Great homemade taste. As you may have noticed in a prior video I did, I was wearing the same shirt. It's not the same day. Well, maybe it's the same day, just a little later. But the point I'm trying to make is that we also need a shirt sponsor. So the reason I'm not tucking my shirts in is because I had an ostomy put in back December 2019. To your health. Is there a stigma to retirement? Is there a stigma to retirement? Does retirement come with a stigma? Does not doing work get looked down upon by people who boast about their 80-hour work weeks? Right on Tucket? Well, the problem is it rhymes with something else, and I don't say it because I don't swear, but it's a little dicey. So this ostomy goes right into me, and out comes waste, of course. But what they did was just rerouted my intestines to pop out here, and this is a bag that's affixed to me, and this is a belt from Stealth Belt that I wear to keep everything in place. No, I'm not watching the show. Everything's complicated because I have the camera we're recording on now, the Thigh-Eye little action camera. I have my iPhone kicking around here somewhere. And then I have the drone, which has cameras on it, or a camera on each drone. And compiling a show requires so much coordination that it's getting to the point where I'm looking for a team. And please subscribe so that I get more subscribers. Because more subscribers, you know what that means? It means more subscribers. With the ostomy, it's tough to tuck the stuff in, so it would be great if it just hung at a right length. So if you want to get in touch, that's a sponsorship we all could use. Do you think it's possible for someone with no comedic acting training to step on stage and do a 5-minute set, maybe a 4-minute set, 2-minute set, 1-minute set, 2 jokes, 1 joke? I don't know, I'm thinking about it. Hi, my name's Jeff Cutler. What's the worst that could happen, other than probably getting beat up or have someone throwing cigarette butts into my beer? Although, they don't let smoking go on inside anymore. So there's that. But there's also COVID. So if you're doing an open mic night, do you do it... Is it a Zoom open mic? Yeah, sorry about this. Without knowing how they feel about my jokes and getting that feedback, I don't know how well I'd perform. That's a sponsorship that we could look good in. The reason I laughed about the wings of hair is because right now I've been asked to grow out my hair by a casting agency, and they want me to grow some sideburns for a project that takes place in the 70s. So I'm waiting to hear and getting notes and who knows, other materials on that production. But in the meanwhile, they want to make sure I don't get my hair cut because shooting is slated to begin in January. Hi, my name's Jeff Cutler, and I'm not tilting my head like a Cocker Spaniel. That's a sponsorship we all could use. Now that's a sponsorship we all could use. Do you think I could do a talk show like this? This is almost like inside the actor's studio. They seem very proper. I think everything coming from the UK seems proper to me. I don't know if that's appropriate because some of the words they use over there for certain everything, let's leave it at that, are words that we can't use over in this society, or at least couldn't use up until 2016. That would be a fashionable sponsorship. And just do it so naturally that you think, wow, that guy really enjoys that Guinness. And Guinness must be good for you because he looks like he's a doctor. He's not wearing a lab coat. But the reason he's not wearing a lab coat is because the people at Untuckit have not stepped up yet to sponsor these programs, and he's still wearing flannel and some other, I don't know, shirt on the inside. I think it's a car rental service logo on that shirt. That was my shoe, that wasn't me. Right now below the camera, there's a cat. Right, cat? Want to try this? Want to try it? There you go. Is there a stigma to retirement? Other than the fact that you can dress the way you want, untuck it? Were there outtakes? I don't know. I can't tell. Should have checked my nose for snots. So if you'd like me to be holding your can in my hand, please get in touch. It might be good to get back and do something regularly that I can rely on putting out and being creative with. And also being in touch with you, the viewer. So thanks for watching. My name's Jeff. This is With Jeff. and I'll see you in the next episode. We do 10 minutes? Yeah, 10-minute re-entry show is fine. I think that's perfect. Here's to you. Thank you for watching. My name's Jeff. This is With Jeff. Thank you again for watching. Cheers. Courage. Cheers and courage. Schlancha. I don't know how to say that. I don't know if I should do it with glasses or without. And the cool thing is, I have new glasses coming from a company that I actually have done work with before. And I will give them some sponsorship love in the next episode when you see the new glasses that I have on my face, or will have on my face, along with the face and the hair that's... Oh, show business. That's the problem. I'll talk to you soon.